Was a long 26 hours till kind of the official declaration came. Just let's start off with now that it is official, there's no primary, and you move forward to November. Your reaction and reaction to how the day went in general.
Well, I'm grateful to all the Georgia voters who persevered through such unacceptable delays and dysfunction. I'm disgusted with the state of Georgia's administration of the election, concerned that if there is not a major effort to hold them accountable to do better, it could influence the outcome in November and disenfranchise people en masse. And the Secretary of State needs to apologize and answer for what happened personally.
Yeah, interesting that that's really getting bounced back to the counties.
I mean, look, there were failures at all levels, but Secretary Raffensperger is the chief elections officer of the state of Georgia. It's his job to make sure elections are run competently in our state. And for him to refuse to take any personal responsibility whatsoever is the very worst of public leadership.
What do you feel needs to happen between now and November so that we don't have a repeat of what we saw on primary election day?
If the state of Georgia doesn't present a persuasive plan to the public for how they're going to prevent this from happening again, and by the way, they can't just blame the public health emergency because these problems aren't new. They were just at a new scale on Tuesday. Then we're going to have to take them to court and sue to protect every voter in this state.
Is there a specific group of voters you feel will be crucial for you to be able to win in November?
We are building a broad multiracial coalition. We are unifying people. And the message that I take to every community across this state is that we can ensure every single Georgian has great health care. We can rebuild this economy with investments in infrastructure and clean energy. And we can strengthen civil rights and voting rights in this country to make sure everyone can participate in democracy and to get equal justice under the law. And that is a message that is profoundly unifying, essentially American, and broadly supported across the state of Georgia.
How important will voter registration, voter turnout be? Like you said, we've already seen a record. There is certainly energy and motivation around this. How much of a focus will that be as you're even campaigning to get your message across, just continuing the momentum to get people to turn out?
Voter registration and voter protection are vital in Georgia, and we need no further evidence than this catastrophe of election administration on Tuesday. You know, it's an affront to the basic principles of our Constitution when state government can't even conduct an election properly and timely and efficiently and ensure everyone has the right to vote. Government has a few basic responsibilities. Among them are preparing and protecting the country from grave threats to our health, and our government has failed us. Another is to operate according to the public interest and not serve the narrow interests of political donors. And our government and our senator are failing us there too. And here, the failure to hold an election that guarantees everyone the hard-fought right to vote is also a fundamental failure. And these failures can only be remedied by defeat at the ballot box. That is the only way to hold these officials accountable.